Okay, so yesterday you got to see some of the optical illusions, but you didn't get to see them all. So I want to show you some more if you think you would be interested in that. Yes,
Please.
Joa.
I didn't see them yesterday, so
Oh, well then you'll get to see some today.
okay.
Did somebody else have a hand up? Okay. All right. I just wanted to remind you though, that when we're looking at these optical illusions, it's not really a mistake what we're seeing. It's the way that our brain is interpreting. So remember, light energy is what stimulates those rods and cones, which are the receptors. Then those impulses pass through nerves, specifically the optic nerve, and it goes to the brain. And there, your impulses are interpreted and you see what you're looking at. Does anybody know the part of the brain where impulses are interpreted? One of the three parts? Which part is responsible for impulses from the senses being interpreted? Give it a guess, Chase.
What was the question again?
The question was, what is the part of the brain where impulses are interpreted?
The cerebellum.
You're so close, but you are wrong. Seth,
All right.
give it a try. There's two more left. Seth. Jessa.
The cerebrum.
Exactly, the cerebrum. So that's where, and actually it's this part right here, the part with all the folds. So that's where it's interpreted, and this is what you see. Okay.
Mr.
Yes.
Audrey just texted me and she said that she's having extreme trouble getting into the Zoom.
Okay.
And so I was wondering if you have like any something that could help her.
I wonder if she's using the new passcode.
She is. And she used the old one too. Nothing's working.
Let me try and invite her and see if that'll help.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Drews,
it's really glitchy. It just kicks me.
due to the rain and everything, a couple students have been kicked off of Zooms lately.
That's all
So
right.
I'm not sure if that's a part of it.
I'll keep re-inviting.
Okay.
No worries. Let's see. Audrey.
Audrey just texted me and said she tried again and said she was just immediately kicked off.
Oh, that's not good. 26 A Buckman at students.wcastl. Okay, we'll see if maybe she can get an invite. Okay, just tell her that if she can't get in, this class will be recorded, so she can just get on the recording. Tell her to look in Canvas. It has everything that she needs. She can probably figure out what to do from Canvas. And then if she
All right.
needs more information, she can get it from the class recording. Okay?
All right, I'll do that.
Okay, so you saw this one, didn't you? Did you guys see this one?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see this one?
No.
Okay. Is this moving? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? What about this one? Is this one moving?
Sort of.
If you keep looking at it and keep your eyes on it, it does look like it's moving. Did you see this one? Shake your head.
Mm,
Do you see the guy in there? All right, this one. Can't remember what you're supposed to see in this one. Okay, we did this, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes. And, okay, this one. Are you on the top looking down? Or are you on the bottom looking up? Pretty wild. Okay, what about this? Count the black dots. Are they moving?
Yes.
mhm.
Yes.
When
it's
I
very
like try to look
frustrating.
away, they keep moving.
I know. Okay, are these lines parallel or are they slanted?
Slanted? No, because the first one looks like it's
Slanted.
straight.
They're parallel.
If you look at the blocks, they look curved, but if you look at the lines, they look parallel. They look parallel. Okay, here. How many legs does this elephant have?
Eight?
Five,
5.
a mutated elephant.
All right. Stare at this black dot, and after a while, the gray haze will disappear. Does it?
This is crazy.
Okay. What about this? Move your head back and forth. Focus on the dot. Move your head back and forth. No, not
It
sideways.
moves.
Up
How?
and back.
Up and down.
Up and like to the computer and away from the computer.
Okay.
Oh, it's moving.
Yep. Okay. This one, same thing. Are the purple lines straight or bent?
Straight.
Bent. Bent.
And here, do you see the gray areas in between the squares?
Yes and no.
Right.
Yeah.
Where do they
Go away
come
and come
from?
back.
And, ooh, this one. So there's a man's face or a word.
Wire.
Mm-hmm. It's in cursive.
Where's the face?
If you tilt your, so these are like his two eyes, and
Oh.
this is the nose
Oh, I see. Okay.
and the mouth and his
Oh
chin.
my gosh.
All right. So if you look at this picture, it's not animated at all. Your eyes are making it move. To test this, stare at one spot for a couple of seconds and everything will stop moving. Or look at the black center of each circle and it'll stop moving. But move your eyes to the next black center and the previous will move after you take your eyes away from it. That is so wild. Okay, and this one, is the book looking toward you or away from you?
Away.
Both.
I
I see
cannot,
away better.
I cannot see it open toward me at all. I can't get that. It's always away.
it's away because otherwise there'd be words in it.
Well, no, just pretend they're white pages.
I feel like if I stare at the center, then I can see it like open. But if I look at the outside, it looks like I'm looking at the back.
Still can't get it that way. All right, so again, remember optical illusions are because your eyes are just misinterpreting information that it gets. Your brain's not wrong. I mean, your brain is misinterpreting. It's not wrong. It's just using the information it's got. Okay. Let's talk about the warm up. So do you think that your reaction time can be improved, or do you think that whatever your reaction time is, that's it all the time? Sam, what do you think?
Yes.
You think it can be improved? Why?
Because, like, I've known, like, an example, like, I knew somebody went into, like, a haunted house one year at Halloween, and then he came back out, and then I scared him, and then his reaction time was, I don't know, weird example, but.
No, but think
It was a-
about this. Remember, a reaction is basically how quickly your impulse gets from your brain back to a response, right?
Yeah.
Remember, we talked about the more an impulse travels through the same path, it gets there quicker.
Yeah.
So in that case, one might hypothesize that you could possibly improve your reaction time. And we're going to do a lab today that you're going to get to test that out. So if you would go to Canvas, and I would like you to, let me get here. Oh, here we go. All right, so if you look in Canvas, I have the reaction time packet that I'd like you to open in Notability. And here is the link to the gizmo itself. And remember, when you're using this link, don't click on the trial, or that's going to give you that 5-minute timer. You want to click on log in, and then if you forgot, the username is just AD student plus any number right after it. And the password is Gizmo. So that should take you to this packet. And this gizmo,
Are we doing the whole packet or just like a page of it?
the whole packet.
Okay.
So there's 2 pages.
What's the code again?
If you go to Canvas, oops, keep hitting the wrong one. Here, it's right here. Give me a thumbs up when you have both and you're ready to go.
Mrs. DeRoos,
Yeah.
I opened the gizmo and then it automatically started the 5-minute timer.
Okay, so click on, do you see login?
I see where it asks for the username and password.
Perfect. That's what you want.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's look at the worksheet first. We're going to do the warm up together. And then I am going to give you class time to finish this packet. This packet will be due tomorrow. This packet will be due tomorrow. And your study guide is due tomorrow. Hopefully you worked on that Monday and yesterday. So the plan is tomorrow we'll go over the answers in the study guide. So you have them corrected and you'll be ready to study. I'll also tomorrow give you review games. And then Monday we will review, and then Tuesday will be your test. Okay. So
Miss Grace?
this gizmo is going to allow you to test whether you can increase your reaction time. It's also going to test the effect of sound on reaction time. So that should be pretty interesting. So what we're looking at here is Sally holds a ruler, and then Mark is going to get ready to catch it when it drops. Have you ever done this before, where somebody holds a ruler, pretend this is a ruler, and then you have your fingers ready and they drop it and you catch it?
Yes.
So the lower on the ruler that you would catch, the better that would be, because that meant you caught it faster. Does that make sense? So if you catch it really fast, you might land on 1 or 2 or 3. If your reaction time was slower, you might catch it at 17, 20, 30. Does that make sense? So catching it lower is better. So in this graph, what was the most common result? Joa?
13 and
The
14.
most common, the one that happened the most.
Oh, 15.
15. Yep. So go ahead and write 15 here. What was his best result? Jacob?
Sorry, I was on mute. It was 13.
Yeah, 13 would be the best because that's the lowest, which means it's the fastest. How many times did he catch the ruler at 17 inches? Seth?
Once.
Nope. Are you on this page?
Yeah, with the graph.
Right. So how many times did he catch it? 17 times.
Oh, I thought you said 15.
Yeah.
Uh,
Reese?
no, it
2
only says
times.
once for me.
2 times, right here, because it goes over to the 2. And how many
Oh,
times
I was reading the graph wrong.
yeah. How many times did he catch it at 15? Noah?
4 times.
4 times. Okay. So for number 4, if you had to summarize Mark's result with a single number, what would you use? And then tell me why. What number would you use, Tyler?
Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, 7.
What?
Wait.
Lila, what would you say?
Um, 4.
Why?
Oh wait. Would it be 2?
Okay, let's look at this graph. Looking at this graph, how would you summarize? What number would you use to summarize his results?
15.
Okay, 15. Why would you say that?
The most that he did were 15 inches.
Okay. All right. All right. So everybody stay with me, please. Seems like some people are wandering a little bit. Okay. So what you're going to do now is you are going to go to the gizmo and we're going to test your reaction time. So it says to make sure that your gizmo is on catch the ruler with no sound. So it should be here. The display should say list. And then what you're going to do is you are going to click begin experiment. And as soon as the ruler drops, you're going to want to, I think you have to tap your screen. So you can see my results are showing up down here. Not doing very great. You're going to do this 5 times. And then end experiment. And you're going to write down your results on these lines. So these numbers are your data set. We've talked about data in science all year long. So then it says write down your best result. My best result would be 16. My worst is 24. So I would write that there. The range, if you study statistics in math, statistics is a way of looking at data and comparing it and analyzing it. And there are different tools that they use. One is range. And the range is the difference between your best result and your worst result. So I would put 24 minus 16. And then it says turn on show statistic. Right here, mine was already. Show statistic to see if I was right. So my range would be 8 inches. All right, so what you guys are going to do is activity A. For this, you're going to click target stationary. So I'll go here, target stationary, and then click reset because you want a new display for your data. And you want to make sure this says list. It doesn't tell you at this point what this should be. So you can wait. It'll tell you later. So again, when you click on the target, I think what you have to do, so you have to begin experiment. And I think you have to, when you see the target, you have to tap it. I think you do it on your screen as many times as you can. Then it'll show up again and you tap, 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 tap. All right. So again, you're going to do that 10 times and then click stop. So if you follow the instructions, then you guys, it's going to be really important. I've highlighted some things, but you're going to have to read every word because it's going to tell you how to set up your gizmo. It's going to tell you how many times you're supposed to do it. And then it's going to tell you which display, and then it's going to explain everything you need. So it's just going to be really important that you read all the instructions. You're going to do activity A and activity B, and that will be due tomorrow. Does anybody have any questions?
So